Welcome back to the channel. So most of you have stocked your snail farm and you are passing through challenge that your snails are not laying egg. So let me explain reasons why your snails are not laying egg. One reason why your snail are not laying egg is once you buy snails that are not up to the point of laying. You understand? In snail farming, we have different stages. We have the egg stage, we have the grower stage, we have the breeder stage, and then we also have the table size and jumbo. Now, in starting off your snail farm, the best size of snail to farm, the best stage of snail to farm is the point of lay breeders. The point of lay breeders, most persons will go and buy big size of snail thinking that it's the size of snail that if it is big, that means we lay plenty eggs. No, snails are like human beings. You can't expect a woman of 80 years to give birth like a woman of a girl of 20 years. See that the age difference, that's how snail is. When you want to stock your snail farm with point of lay breeders, the ones that are in their breeding stage. You understand? Another thing that will make snails not to lay very well is the place you buy them. We always encourage farmers to buy from people that is intending farmers to buy from snail farmers, because most times you go and buy your snail from this roadside people in the market. Most times in the market, the snails will undergo a lot of heat, as in the snail will be affected with the heat, the sun. Most times if you go to the market, the way they shape these snails, the rain or sun will be touching the snails. Now this thing will make them, so most of the snails, to lose the ability to lay. It will be very difficult when they lay because of the sun. It's just like somebody that is sick. A woman that is sick, just like a woman that is sick, then you go and give that woman, when that woman get pregnant, you see that it will be a very big problem. That's how snail is. That's why when you want to stock your snail farm, you buy from snail farmers. You don't buy from snails that are already in the sun, that have undergo lots of stress. Over stress usually makes snails not to lay effectively, not to lay eggs effectively. Another one is your feeding. If you don't feed the snails well, if their organs will not develop very fast to lay for you. Most persons starve your snail and you give them the right type of food. We have different types of food for snail. One of the food that you can give to your snail that will boost their growth is, number one, they give your snail food that contains water, because snails are cold-blooded animals. So you give them food that contains water. You give them pawpaw, watermelon, cucumber, cabbage. Then to still boosting their reproductive organs, you can still give them formulated feed. Now this formulated feed will help them to boost their immunes, to boost them so that they can lay very fast. The snails have a lot of eggs, developing eggs inside of them. So the food you give to them, will make them to lay more faster. So if you go and give them food that does not contain the nutrient they need, for snails to grow, they need protein, they need calcium. Another important one is calcium. You give them calcium to build their shell. Now, one thing that also makes snails to grow and reproduce is the shell. When the shell of the snail is growing, the snail will be getting mature. You understand? So you need to boost their reproductive organs if you want them to produce well for you. If you don't want them to lay effectively for you, you need to boost their reproductive organ. Don't give them food that is contaminated, that will block their reproductive tract. Don't give them food that is contaminated. You give them things that can help in building their immune system. Like human being, like a child that is growing up, if the child needs protein, you need to be giving the child something like egg, fish, so that it will develop the reproductive organs of the child. That is how snail is. You give them food that will make them to reproduce well for you. Give them formulated feed. Give them calcium. Sources of calcium are, we have eggshell, we have bone meal, we have fish meal. Once in a while you grind them and you put in their food for them. Another important one is lack of water. This one is very important. Like I said earlier, snails are cold-blooded animals. So you must make sure that in their pen you will always have water for them to drink, because water helps in making them to their reproductive organ to be more effective. Like snails are nocturnal animals. They are more active at night. Even when you want to feed them, you feed them in the night hour because they are nocturnal animals. The right time to feed them. So another important thing, if you go and feed them in the daytime, most persons feed in the daytime, which is wrong. Snails are monotonic animal. When they say an animal is monotonic, meaning it is more active at night. Like for example now, bats, snail. These animals are called nocturnal animals. The night is like a day to them. So when you feed them, you feed them in the night hour, so that when they eat, the food can digest very fast. The food can work very effectively for them. Another important reason why your snails are not laying is because of the species of snail you are farming. A lot of persons that do not have proper knowledge of snail farming will mix different species of snail. For example now, let's say you mix Achatina marginata and Achatina fulica in one place. You see that they will not lay. They are of different genes. Both of them are snails, but they are of different genes. So you must make sure that if you are stocking, if you want to farm Achatina marginata, stock Achatina marginata and Achatina marginata together. If you want to farm Achatina fulica, you stock Achatina fulica together. You understand? Now, let me tell you the 3 types of snail for those that don't know. We have basically 3 types of snail that are good for commercial farming. We have Achatina marginata, we have Achatina chatina, and we have Achatina fulica. These are the 3 breeds of snail that is very effective, very good for farming. So choose the right species of snail. Don't mix different species of snail in one farm. Another one is environmental condition. If you are starting up a snail farm, you start up your snail farm in a cool environment. Snails are cold-blooded animals. That's why you see snails more in the Niger Delta region. You see more in the eastern part of Nigeria, because these parts of Nigeria are cool. So if you are starting up a snail farm, you must make sure that the snail farm is always cool. Don't put them in where it's hot. You understand? So if the place is hot, it will stop them from laying. It will stop them from eating. They get to meet. So if the condition of the place is not conducive for them, they will not meet. And if they don't meet, they will not reproduce. Understand? They will not reproduce. So you must make sure that the place you are keeping them is cool. Always put plantain leaves on your farm so that they can go under during the day. The day is like a night to them. They can rest during the day. Then during the night, they will eat and they will meet. Understand? They will eat and they will meet and they will produce well for you. Always water your snail farm. Make sure that everything you are doing, you do it very well. You understand? You do it very well and they will produce well for you. Once you give them a lot of calcium, you feed them well, the environment is good, you see that the snails will be producing well for you.